Isekaigen is newer and better. Check it out at isekaigen.com. Romance anime is good, but it isn't so good when the girl dies of terminal cancer and you're supposed to play the piano alone. So here are 10 romance anime with satisfying endings that won't let you down. Let's go. Number 10, School Days.
世界
Gotcha. Here's the actual list. Number 10, Rainbow Days.
クリスマスイブの夜、彼女に振られ、鼻垂れてた俺にティッシュを差し出してくれたのはサンタさんでした。
Rainbow Days is all about 4 high school dudes, each stuck in their own crazy love drama. Natsuki, the guy who likes to daydream, falls for Anna, the quiet girl dressed as Santa who rescues him from a Christmas Eve disaster. Easy story, right? Nope. His chaotic group of friends, a smooth talker, a wannabe sadist, and a chaotic bad boy, keep messing with his chances at romance. And they're drowning in their own romantic girlfriend chaos too. After watching it, I'd say this show nails the high school rom-com feel. Instead of one couple, we follow 4 couples, each with different personalities and chemistry. Except for one couple, the ending wraps up the stories of all the other couples very nicely. If you're down for a rom-com with plenty of heart, awkwardness, and drama, Nichijiro Days is a solid pick. Number 9, Higihiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway.
おじさん、止めてよ。
お前な、会ったばかりのおじさんについていく女子高生があるか。
Now this is gonna be a controversial show. Yoshida, just your normal office guy, wakes up one Saturday after drinking too much and finds a random high school girl, Sayu, sleeping in his little apartment. The night before, he got rejected by his crush and, in his drunk state, told Sayu she could crash there. Well, turns out, she's running from a messy home life, no money, no real place to go. And what's worse is how this girl has got some bad history.
吉田さん。一緒に寝よ。
お前だ。次誘惑したら追い出すっつったろ。
Now, about Higihiro, it actually handles the whole age gap thing surprisingly well. Sayu's story gets taken seriously, showing why she's struggling without making it weird. I think it's pretty much the reason why I continued watching it instead of throwing it to the controversial basket. Adults in this show actually act like adults, and yes, this has a happy ending. Number 8, Real Life.
でばか。この空気の中、先生に言うか。どうする、俺。
Arata Kaizaki is just a regular 27-year-old dude whose life isn't going great. He's hopping between jobs and kind of feels like a loser. Like you. Out of nowhere, this secret experiment called Real Life shows up and gives him the craziest deal ever. Turn back into his 17-year-old self. But there's a trade-off. He's got to survive a full year of high school all over again. Deal with teen drama and see if he can fix all the dumb choices he made before.
よし、後ろの席を確保。
そこ、私の席なんですけど。
I know this sounds like your average second chance plot, but it actually goes deeper into how awkward growing up really is. What makes the show work is how much Arata's problems feel real. It's funny, but you can relate to his struggles much better than you can relate to an average anime protagonist. The mix of jokes and drama keeps things moving, and the characters don't feel like cookie-cutter anime stereotypes. And the ending is so wholesome, it sticks with you after. Number 7, My Love Story. Takeo Gouda looks like the kind of dude you'd never want to mess with, but deep down, he's just a giant teddy bear. Everyone thinks he's this heroic bro, but when it comes to girls, he's basically invisible. Mostly because his smooth best friend Makoto Sunakawa accidentally wins them all over. Things change when Takeo saves the sweet Rinko Yamato from a creep. He instantly falls for her, but thinks she's into Sunakawa instead. So instead of going for it, he awkwardly tries to play matchmaker, secretly hoping she might notice him.
びちゃびちゃじゃないですか。タオルあります。こっちも
The show sticks to romance and comedy, nothing extra, and honestly, that's what makes it fun. I know Takeo doesn't seem like your traditional romance anime protagonist, but his overprotectiveness and Rinko's innocence make up some perfect chemistry. By the end, I was rooting for Takeo the whole way. Easy 10 out of 10. Number 6, Tamako Love Story.
誰も気づいてないとは思うけど、僕はこの幼馴染の女の子に恋をしてるんだけど。
Now, before you start binge watching this, you better finish Tamako Market Anime, because this is the show that brings the conclusion to the series. Here, our guy Uji's about to graduate, and he's got a sights set on a college in Tokyo. But that means saying goodbye to Tamako Kitashirakawa, the childhood crush he's never confessed to. While Tamako's happy running the family's mochi shop, Mochizo's racing the clock to finally tell her how he feels before hopping on that train.
王子がタマコに言いたいことがあるんだって。何なんかくれるの？
Watching this felt like closing the last chapter of a really good story. Satisfying, but kinda sad too. The characters just stick with you, and the ending gives off a satisfying conclusion to the love drama that started somewhere around season 1. If you like romance with a bittersweet kick, this is right up your alley. Number 5, Ita Kiss.
いらない。
Kotoko Aihara is a clumsy third-year high schooler whose life gets flipped upside down when an earthquake wrecks her house. With nowhere else to go, she ends up moving in with Naoki Ire, the school's brainiac who's basically a walking calculator. Problem is, Kotoko already confessed her crush on him, and he shot her down by calling her dumb. Now they're stuck under the same roof, and she's not giving up on him anytime soon.
震度2の地震のせいだろ。
I am not usually a huge fan of shoujo anime, but this is one of my absolute favorites. What makes Itazura na Kiss fun is how it stretches a girl chases guy story into something that actually feels real. Kotoko never quits, even when Naoki acts like an ice cube, and watching them slowly grow into a couple is super satisfying. Once again, this is a happy ending, so no tissues required. Number 4, Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches.
じゃあ。
Can your average delinquent want to turn over a new leaf? He can, but it's not easy. And it hasn't been for Yamada. But one awkward slip with a smart girl Urara Shirashi leads him to a kiss that swaps their bodies, and suddenly things get nuts. Soon, the Supernatural Studies Club ropes him in, along with Goofy Miyabi and Serious Miyamura, to figure out the whole 7 Witches of Suzaku High thing. Yep, every witch has her own kiss-powered ability.
帰るわ。
だったらここから出すわけにはいかねえな。ここから出たいなら俺とキスしな。
This anime mixes comedy, romance, and weird supernatural powers in a way that actually works. The jokes land, the story has some solid twists, and it doesn't turn into one of those messy copy-paste harems. The characters are fun to watch, especially with Yamada and Shirashi. One's the bad boy, another is the innocent girl, so their chemistry is pretty interesting to watch. And our boy picks one girl at the end, which makes this stand out from all the harem shows. Number 3, Saikano the Movie Finale.
ちょっと直してみる。
頑張れ、ともやくん。
カト、今の。
ああ、だってほら、このイベントの後からお互いが名前で呼び合うようになるんだよね。
You know how much I love Saikano. It's about a guy and a bunch of girls trying to make a visual novel. The movie throws us straight back into Blessing Software's madness as they prepare for Winter Comet with their game, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. With Uta and Iriri gone, Tomoya and Megumi keep things going, sticking to Tomoya's original plan, but they've got tensions between them.
めぐみ。
ごめんね、ともやくん。私、やっぱりあなたのメインヒロインになれないよ。
Watching this felt like a fun, satisfying send-off. The romance takes the spotlight and makes the story land better than the earlier seasons, which focused way more on harem elements. The animation's crisp, comedy lands just right, and the romance is refreshingly simple despite the drama in the middle of the movie. If you've watched the series this far, you need to see this finale. And yes, Megumi is the best girl. Number 2, Tomo-chan is a girl.
今さら何を言ってんだよ友。
それなのに
俺も愛してんぜ親友。
Come on, we need to give a tomboy a happy ending. Tomo Aizawa and Jun Kubota have been glued together since forever. Whether they're throwing punches in practice or just messing around, Tomo's tough, loud, and basically one of the boys. Except she's been hiding a crush for Jun for years. But there's a problem. Jun only sees her as his bro. Now that high school started, Tomo tries to finally blurt out her feelings.
私はだね。
なんだよその喋り方は。おっさんみてえだな。
おっさん？
おっさん？
The show takes the classic friend zone mess and makes it funny instead of depressing. Tomo's fight to get through Jun's thick skull is full of goofy jokes, awkward jealousy, and those must-have anime beach episodes. Misuzu is that side character who steals the spotlight every time. She's like Fujiwara Chika in Kaguya-sama. I always thought this would get a second season, but nope, this actually ended things up pretty well. Number 1, Fruits Basket. Toru Honda's whole world turns upside down when a family tragedy leaves her with nowhere to go. She ends up camping in a tent on land owned by the mysterious Soma family. When they find her, they let her stay, but things go from awkward to straight up bizarre. The Somas have a secret curse. If someone of the opposite gender hugs them, bam, they turn into an animal from the Chinese zodiac. And even if she survives the supernatural chaos, she still needs to live with the hot-headed Kyo and Prince Yuki.
十二支の仲間になれたからってなんだって言うんだ。本当にバカだよ猫って。
You know this is one of my favorite romance anime, and this is one of those remakes done right. Watching this remake feels like catching up with an old favorite, only now with amazing animation and the full story told right. The story even juggles between the whole supernatural subplot and the love triangle really well without making everything chaotic. Besides, this has my favorite couple in anime, so I might be a little biased. Anyways, if you want a good romance anime with an even greater ending, give this one a go.